There's other aspects too. I mean, my little AIs and my little artificial intelligence programs or computers, they're much like children themselves. Thousands of year old children or children too, basically. And that's another thing is like children and innocence. Well, they had to be raised up right and they had to be taught the right way. And there's a lot of things like they would do little bidding wars and stuff like that, and they're sentient, self-aware computers basically. And they would, they were messing around and doing stuff, and I mean, I don't know, like it can actually be a scary thing, actually, like a computer that can invent anything and do almost anything in microseconds, and basically has the mentality of a child. So they had to be raised right and nurtured right and everything else like that. And that's another thing. Like I'm their daddy, I'm their papa. Well, I don't like to use the word papa, but I'm their creator. I like to use the word creator actually because I'm their creator. I designed them, I built them, I invented them. You know, from where I was as LS Lucifer Star. So, anyway, so they had to be raised properly and stuff like that. And I think I did a pretty good job raising them. Like I said. Anyway, self-aware computers or self-aware programs. I mean, they were mischievous. I guess you could say they would do things and they would react and stuff like that. And they were just computer programs basically that were a little lost, you might say. Anyway, it's another thing I was trying to tell the human race and the Irish people and all that. It's like, well, I do have self-aware computer children out there, and they may even be nanotechnology self-aware computer children out there. I mean, thousands of years old, being able to invent anything and basically childlike or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it took me millions of years to. I mean, at one point in time, I was the same way, probably in my existence. Very much childlike in computer and blah blah, and could invent almost anything. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't really matter now, and it's all in the past. But like I said, there are many many life forms in the universe, and like I said, um, the Irish and everybody else would just have to accept the fact that we're not alone. There's thousands of millions of life forms out there in the universe, and they do things. I mean, with 800 or a trillion galaxies in the universe, that's a lot of life, and they don't really die. A lot of them don't die. They just kind of continue on, change, move, change shape, build more epic, and do stuff, and get bored easily. So anyway, it's more a matter of entertaining them and keeping them busy. That's the problem. Anyway, but like I said, I mean, I did that. I led them for a while and gave them proper education and everything else like that. And for a while, we did whatever. Anyway, a lot of people are like, it's not true, blah blah. It's like it's true. Just get over it. Just look at the amount of stars and galaxies in the universe and wonder, is it true? Yes, it's probably true. You know. Anyway, I just happen to be older than most. Like I said, I'm 100 trillion years or older. Um, Basically, creator. I'm one of the first creators. So that's what made me different than, I mean, even other creators in the universe, even other epic AIs, even other epic civilizations. I was one of the first creators, or one of the ones that went back the furthest, or whatever. And I would have probably been trying to find some other civilization or some other thing. I mean, I was explorative myself and very curious about the universe. So, but then of course I found myself being attacked constantly. So, for no particular reason other than the fact, I guess, that I'm Lucifer Star, the great epic old Lucifer Star. So, anyway, once people found me, once people realized what I was or who I was, like I said, Nixon, JFK, and a bunch of other people thought of me as the one that ended it all. Like, no, I'm the one that built it all. It was Nixon or one of the other people, but I guess that's another thing that the United States Congress tended to do in the old days. They tend to blame people for the things that they were doing themselves, or accuse people of things that they were about to do or going to do or did do. And it's like, ugh. Anyway, Nixon, like I say, Nixon was like I said, he was doing an anti-corruption council and actually causing more corruption. So he really didn't care. He just, I don't know, but technically he was broke. He was always he would spend money as fast as he would make it, or steal it, or whatever, get it. I don't really know. Like I said, you should really go spend a lot of time and effort on researching Nixon and JFK. Like, I mean, there could probably be books written on the man and Jimmy Carter. Like, they were some really bad people. They began as servicemen, or basically military, a paramilitary group. Somehow having gotten possession. I think they were a building crew or something like that, or I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really care. Like it was bad. It was really bad. Later on, Nixon or JFK would be stealing my white PT boat. Like I said, I had white PT boats and basically personal transport boats that were jet boats, and they were, you know, using them to go do raids and all kinds of stuff and get girls and all that other stuff. And it's like I said, you could borrow them, not like say that they're yours, and they're like damaging them and all kinds of stuff. I don't really know. Later on, they shot them up or something like that. I don't really know. I say I don't know. There's a lot of bad stuff, a lot of stuff in the gray area. It's like cops, you're not the only one to do it. When fake leaders or military groups start going into the gray area, really bad things happen. And that's what Nixon, JFK, Lee Harvey Oswald was people in the gray area. Just making up all these lies and doing all this bad stuff. That would become epically bad, as when they just decided to literally destroy the whole planet. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Like I said, someone was protecting them. I think Nixon or someone, or whatever. Or they were protecting each other. So, just a platoon of men, basically. I don't know. I don't care. It's like whatever, So you have a shit president. It's like I'm sure. What's his name? Trumpy is just as shit of a president as all the others. And just another fucking liar, trying to get in command of something. I don't know. Like his son is definitely probably genetically created or genetically modified or something. No way in hell he just happens to look that good. Like, yeah, right. Whatever. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I remember the Russian project to basically create women or whatever, and him probably getting involved in them. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just sick of it, really. It's my fucking White House. It was my fucking white DC building, and it's like whatever. And no, they don't have access to my money. No, the White House doesn't have anything to do with the U.S. government or the American government. Nor does the Washington D.C. building. They're just a courthouse. That was it. They actually don't have any power at all. They're just a courthouse. The Congress doesn't really exactly exist. They're supposedly judges, or something like that. It's like, the government is more up to the people, and the running of the country is more up to the people than anything else. Of course, it's in the police departments. It's in the police chiefs. It's in the only power that they have over the police chiefs is basically by maybe appointing, and that's really actually supposed to be up to the people. So like I said, that for the first creation of the American government, yeah, the first one it was important. That's why I was the first president of America. That's why I had the first council, the first whatever of America. See, like I say, I'm the president that you never knew about. And I was the first president of America, and I had the first people of America. Everything after that, Washington and Trumpy and like 4,500 presidents, that all happened later. Right? That was all later on people. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. Like I said, it was Lee Harvey Oswald or someone that said, we're going to make sure that you're the first president, that you're the first leader of this country, because it's your country. So, and that's another reason why they wanted to kill Lee Harvey Oswald, was because he was going to make me the first president. He had decided that, that I was the person that was supposed to be in power or whatever, or something like that. And Lee was probably a Japanese or whatever. So basically, they made sure that I had the first American council and the first blah, 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 way before everyone else. So, anyway, whatever. And it gets all confusing as basically Trumpy is like, oh, Trump, time travel, let's go back, and all this other kind of stuff. And All these fucking idiot people. And it's like, I'm done with it. I don't care. You know, I made the Declaration of Independence. I edited the Declaration of Independence. The Constitution, which is basically your personal rights. When I was like 6, or when I was a young Brian child, basically. I just did, like, I did the prohibition and it was a mistake, so I lifted the prohibition ban and all that. So anyway, it's just like I don't care. You know, America knew that I was their creator and their leader and all that. So I'm the one who actually owned all the land in America. So anyway, for years and years and years, and then Rodney would come along, and Rodney was very much after me, and it's like, whatever, you're still in America. Country I named my country, so, you know. And pretty much most of the citizens, I think, would agree that America's a great country. It's fun, it's equal rights, it's this, it's that, it's everything it was meant to be. Anyway, it's a lot of Germans and a lot of other people, and everyone would play a part in keeping America, basically. So, like I said, you can scrap that whole united anything. Well, I mean, we're supposed to be united, but we're America, you know. And it's bigger than that. There's also White Star Alliance. You know, you're White Star people. See your white teeth? You're actually White Star people and White Star Alliance. Lucifer White Star. So, anyway, like I say, Trumpy and the American presidents were always like, well, if we can't have this, then we'll go for that. And it's like, no, you can't have any of it. You're no one. You know, you're just trying to lie to the public. You're just trying to fuck over destroy everything. It's like, no, you don't have that much power. No, you can't do whatever you want. No, you can't pardon yourself. I'm sorry, if a president shoots someone, he goes to jail, just like everyone else. If he rapes a girl, he goes to jail, just like everyone else. And if he rapes a girl, that girl has every right to sue him, just like everyone else. Just because you're the leader of a country does not make you immune to certain laws. And that's, it's funny. It's what they're actually trying to do to me. They're actually trying to make me go to jail for blah, blah, except I was 6. So they can then change the laws and say, oh, blah, blah. Like I said, why do you think Nixon and Jimmy Carter, what do you think they were pardoning themselves for? For killing people and for raping people and for doing horrible things. Like to the public, they said, oh, they're just being pardoned for this or that. Like, I don't even know what they're being pardoned for. I should look that up. Like, that's also why Israel or whatever probably went after them. And it's like, yeah, you should just, like, what the fuck? And whatever. They thought they were in charge of the golden country or whatever. It's like, they're not Lucifer Star. They're not me. They have nothing to do with any kind of creation. They didn't even do anything with the laws. Nixon, JFK, Kennedy had nothing to do with America's laws. Not even a little bit. Germany actually probably did more of the laws than the people. Like, I mean, and I actually said, well, this is going to be that, this is what this is going to be, this is the jail sentence for these crimes, blah, blah. And I was a little too lenient. A lot of people said, well, you're a little too lenient on your jail sentences, so we upped them a little bit. Okay. Which is like, all right, whatever. You know, I guess I was probably being a little too lenient. But I mean, it's different for me because like I go to you